Today we will be continuing with the sexual reproduction in animals. So last chapter we had talked about how asexually animals reproduce. Now we will be talking about sexual reproduction. By sexual reproduction we mean that the process of reproduction in higher animals by the fusion of male and female gametes to form the zygote, right? This is known as sexual reproduction. Now as you can understand, this is biparental instead of being uniparental like that in asexual reproduction. So biparental means two individuals are involved. One is the male or organism producing the male gamete sperm, and the other female organism producing the female gamete or ova. Okay, so now this is the picture of a sperm. This is like okay, as you can see, this is the this is H is denoted by head, N is the nucleus inside, this is the mitochondria part, and this is the tail. Okay, mitochondria is in the M for midpiece. Okay, so now you can see here what you can see here. You can see a ova, and it has ooplasm in it, and this is the nucleus in the middle. Okay, and outer are the cells, zona pellucida or whatever you can say. We'll be coming to that later on. I will be giving you some information on that. So now what are the major events in the process? Okay, first because there is reproduction through fusion of male and female gametes, so obviously first the production of gametes has to be there. So gametogenesis, that is the production of gametes, is one is spermatogenesis, the process of production of sperms, and oogenesis, the process of production of what? Ova or oospores you can say, right? Then now there are two entities, like there is the sperm and there is the ova, and they come together and they fuse. So what is to produce the zygote? So now what is this is known as? This is known as fertilization. Now the zygote will be developing into embryo, and then the embryo will be growing inside the female organism's body to become a full-fledged organism. So let us study the events in detail. So now what is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis is the process of formation of gametes in the primary reproductive organ of male and female, that is in testes and in ovary. Okay, in case of males, sperms or male gametes are produced inside the tubules of the testes. We will be learning about it. We are just having a discussion about gametogenesis and development first, then we will coming to the thing, okay, about the organs, male and female organs. So for now you understand there is this sperm which is the male gamete, and it is produced inside the tubules of the testes also. So this process is known as the process of producing sperms is known as spermatogenesis. Okay, in case of females, ova producing cells in ovary give rise to matured ovum and or female gamete. This is known as oogenesis. Okay, so now what is the next step? The next step is fertilization. So now the sperms during there is mating, and the sperms are released into the female body. When the sperms actively switch the fallopian tube of the female reproductive system, so now suppose this is the vagina of a female, and there is the cervix, and this is the uterus part. So now this is the fallopian tube, and this is the ovary, right? This ovary has the ovarian ligament. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is like this is the uterus, and this is the fallopian tube, and this is the ovary, and this is the ligament. Okay, and this is the fallopian tube, this is the fimbriae, this is the ampulla. Okay, and this is the fimbriae, this is the isthmus, this is the ampulla part. Okay, this is the parts. Now we can see that the zygote has already formed. Like from here the ovary produces the ova, and it goes to the fimbriae, it travels, and here around the isthmus the sperm fertilizes the ova, and it forms a zygote. Here is zygote, and then it moves, and it forms a four cell structure within 2 days. Okay, within 2 days it will form a 4 cell structure within 2 days, and then in 3 days it will form a 8 cell structure, then it called morula. Then morula entering the uterus will form a 16 cell structure. Okay, and then it will be going here towards inside the uterus, forming early blastocyst, and here is the inner cell mass from which the most of the embryo parts are formed, and then it will get implanted as the blastocyst, implanting blastocyst at the end of 6 days. Okay, so this is the fallopian tube or uterine tube. You can see this is the egg, sperm is. I have so now implantation in of the blastocyst takes about at the end of 6 days, that is 7 days, in the cavity of the uterus, right? So after fertilization, this is how the development of the, we will come into it now. What happens, we are talking, suppose the sperm has reached the fallopian tube. There are millions of sperms traveling, like after ejaculation of the male organism, there is millions of sperms traveling to fertilize the ova from the female body. So after fertilization, what happens, there is in the oviduct of the or fallopian tube or the uterine duct, as I told you, there is formation of the zygote, and then after repeated division it starts forming like 4 cell structures and morula, a spherical structure of 8 to 16 cells, and it goes several changes and divisions to form a blastocyst and gets attached to the uterine wall and causes implantation, right? So in the uterus, this mass of cells undergoes development and forms the embryo, right? So first what we have, the unfertilized egg. So first we have the unfertilized egg from here traveling to then it becomes a zygote fertilized, then the morula, spherical cell of mass, and blastocyst in uterus, and then the embryo which resembles the human being. Okay, so this occurs in the mother's womb or uterus, and there are mammals, so mammals which do not lay eggs give birth to young ones directly, and these sort of mammals are known as viviparous animals. But animals like bird, frogs, reptiles, they lay eggs that hatch outside the body of the female, so they are called oviparous animals, right? Okay. So some animals like shark and reptiles and snake, that is Russell viper, lay eggs that hatch within the within the body of the organism, and like female's body, and then the young ones come out. This is known as ovoviviparous. Okay, so we are coming to the end of a session here where we'll be talking about the rest of the topic in the next video.